Hi, here in this video I will review what CLID is and why so many schools are using this design for their bilingual education programs. I consider that CLID is more than a design program. That the type method is content driven and language integrated and the learning. CLID helps teachers to ensure that their units and lesson plans are balanced, given sufficient opportunities for the application of knowledge and their development on communication skills. And why so important these communication skills? One reason could be that in 2000, PISA program for International Student Assessment, that is the division of OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, started a study that tested around the world the knowledge and their abilities to apply contents. Many countries discovered that their students could not apply knowledge and contents because and have weaknesses in critical thinking skills, creative thinking, and problem solving skills. So their schools have to change. The fact that memorizing does not mean that students can use that information, so the students need to be active and participative in their learning process. This means that they need to create a critical and creative abilities joined to communication, content, cognitive, and culture. That is one of the most important statements or topics that CLIL uses to be a method that include and eliminate of fractionation of knowledge, allowing the student to understand globally, move into the era of knowledge age that include that triangle that integrates education, research, and innovation, and the way to integrate with all curriculum, providing an holistic way to teach and learn language. Cognitive, culture, content, and communication are joined to our learners to be total program to could be able to be could be able to join all the cultures in different ways. First one, cognition, is where learning should be a cognitive challenge for students. In this way, will they be able to develop high-order thinking skills, their interpersonal communication skills, and their competitive and cognitive academic language. Then the culture, that this is principle in based on of multiculturalism, due to language, tool, and culture are closely related. This method helps students to become awake of the cultural relative that surrounds them and so of the other cultures. For example, this means that another a person that is in another country or come from other culture can be joined in this program and um, start to know the real context in that is integrate. All this makes that a student become more social and emotionally awake, aware of their environment. Another one is content. CLID gets some similar topics from learning based on projects through on any learning process individual that students learn to have critical thinking, which is achieved and through the analysis of some situations. If we join this with the the paper that give us ear talk, we need to solve this wave that we need to know how to involve our students in this paper. So first we have to ask if they know about the content or the knowledge about earthquake. We have to begin in life for our students. First, we need to get a relationship with earthquakes. So first, a content what doesn't mean earthquake. So it means that is a sudden and violent shaking of the ground, typically caused great destruction. Uh, it could be a no mm, content or meaning or that is related with our students. So we have to start to read this paper, and then we have to ask some question about what does it mean some words and why that are related with our life. For example, layers. It's obviously that we don't know, some students don't know what is the meaning of layers, but if we start with real context, explaining what is layers, what is the meaning of layers, it could be better at, at, is a better acquisition of that meaning, and useful for another things like paper or another ways to explain layers. In another hand, we have to be creative, because our students could be focused in another task. So I consider that we need to be emotional and really receptive to know what they want to know. I consider that CLID is a really approach or method that start with real global communication skills, because it join all culture communications um, content in just one thing. It's a transversal way to be, to learn or to teach uh, uh, language or whatever that we want to learn or teach. Um, that's it.